everybody. Welcome to today's show. I know it's a bit later than we planned on starting, but we are here. Yay! Please don't kill me, Kimmy. Thanks. Anyway, my name is Vixie Bell, and I will be your friendly neighborhood GM. Thank you for joining us for this session 2 of Pirates of Dark Water, a Cypher system actual play on the Happy Jacks RPG network. To catch up on any past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water, and to find all of the shows on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. Like I said, my name is Vixie Bell, and I will be your friendly neighborhood game master today at the Happy Jacks table. Thank you for having me. And I am Chaos Incarnate, apparently, but I can't be Chaos Incarnate by myself. I have to do it alongside a whole bunch of other storytellers who I am happy to introduce. So let's start with you, Courtney. Why don't you tell us a little about yourself?
Oh, hi, I'm Courtney, and I play Osmond, who is also Chaos
Can't hear
Incarnate.
you.
You don't hear me?
You or me?
Can't hear Courtney. You hear Courtney? Hold on. Oh, wait. Haha. Got it. That's my fault.
Okay, don't scare me like that. We have enough tech.
So sorry. I'm so sorry. I scared myself. Please ignore me.
Chaos. All of us are the chaos.
Remember
So
the
sorry.
Chaos Incarnate I said? That's important for this.
I was like, boy, why is nobody reacting to not hearing her? That's wild. Okay, I'm back.
It's our brand, Chaos Incarnate, whether it's tech issues or just silly little goblin-y characters like mine. Anyway, Joe, introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Joe, and I will be for the rest of the session. I'm also playing Komu. He is the grizzled veteran warrior who strikes as hard as stone but flows like water.
Yes. Oh, what is the name of your character, Courtney?
Osmond.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Right, and last but not least, Sam, why don't you tell us about yourself? It's your first time at the table.
First time, yay me. Hi, everyone. I'm Samstar. I use she, they, and the occasional they pronouns. And I am playing a very fun little character that has yet to be introduced yet. So we'll find out a little bit more about them. Her name, I will say, is Sophie. Sophie Stoneborn.
Yay!
So?
Yeah, I'm excited to introduce Sophie to everyone in this Pirates game. And just for a quick little recap as to where our heroes, because this is a 90s cartoon, so we actually have heroes this time, had left off. So our wonderful heroes left the last episode having two of which having escaped out of prison thanks to Princess Ari, Lloyd's character's help. Lloyd is not with us today. Shout out to you, Lloyd. You're over in Scotland somewhere having a blast. But Lloyd will hopefully be with us at the next. Yeah. But anyway, so you all were able to escape and stole a ship called the Aurora, which was modeled after another famous ship called the Wraith. If you're familiar with the show, you know exactly what ship I'm talking about. And yeah, you guys had sailed off into the wild blue yonder towards the port of Jondatown, because that is where Ari's compass, newly acquired, was pointing you. And that will bring us to the beginning of the game. Let me set the scene for you, but first let me get my notes. Anyway, on your way to Jondatown, the seas were calm, the sky was bright, and things were fine until they weren't. Suddenly, Ozzy, you realized that the water around you had gotten darker. Not the dark that comes with immense depth, a different kind of darkness. The kind of darkness that comes with dark water, a substance you are very familiar with. Komu, you might have heard of this substance. I don't know if you've ever encountered it in person.
Not in real life, no.
Yes. So Ari also probably wouldn't have encountered this, but Ari also didn't know to bring money with her. So we're here.
Or a ship.
Or a ship. Oh, princess. What are we going to do with you? Anyway, so you found yourself surrounded by this substance. And you, Ozzy, you sounded the warning call of what was happening. And before you knew it, you're a fan of the Odyssey, you should get the reference. You were caught in a whirlpool, very similar to how Odysseus and his men were caught in the whirlpool of Charybdis. You struggled and everyone struggled and scrambled to get to the riggings, to pull, to do the things that were necessary to try to get yourself out of this whirlpool before you were sucked underneath. Ari could only clutch her compass in a panic because not only has Ari never sailed before, Ari has never seen dark water in person. She wasn't sure how to help. That is the last time you saw Ari because your attention was focused on what was happening. As you were frantically trying to escape the dark water, Komu, you felt something almost like a vibration in the air. Ozzy, you felt it too. And it's a little more familiar to you because you have a similar ability. But whatever it was seemed to almost shatter. It's an interesting visual to have with water because water doesn't necessarily shatter. The dark water that the ship was surrounded by. And suddenly the mad tailspin that the ship was in comes to a stop as the dark water recedes and disappears. You have no idea if you've been knocked off course, if you were just going to be sucked under, or anything. But there are two things that you do know, that both of you do know, and you can decide who does what. There, you can see a piece of land in the distance. You're not sure if it's where you were meant to go. And you also see Ari unconscious on the deck, the compass held close to her chest in a death-like grip, while the rest of her just looks like she passed out at some point during this situation. And that is where we find you both. Don't worry, Sophie's coming.
All right, wait, allow me to get in a character. I said I bought something yesterday to help me get in a character, and this just makes me feel, now I feel like I'm there. There we go.
I love this so much.
Why
Heck yeah, let's do it.
Well, at least I can see through these at least.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Oh
I'm sorry, but they really work for me.
Yes, no, I think they're great. I think these are perfect for your character, actually.
Thank you. You, big one, go take her below deck. Make sure she's still alive. I'm sure we have medicine somewhere. I mean, what would be a ship without first aid? Dwayne, you and I, we're going to get the ship, that land over there. It's closest spot, right? I mean, it might not be where we're going, but it should work. Close enough, right? What are you doing, Lazy Bones? Get her below deck already.
Komu's already been like moving her. Just allowing Ozzy to have this monologue.
All right, let's see. She's gonna, rig the sails and be steering the wheel and yelling at Dwayne to be more useful. But she's going to try to take the ship towards that town.
So you're going to steer the ship towards that.
Yes, towards the nearest island. Makes sense.
Komu, you're going to take Ari downstairs.
Yes.
And are you going to look for anything to help? Because
I don't know too much about dark water or like magic stuff, but I'm checking Ari for physical harm. Like, does she have a concussion? Any cuts? Anything that I can mend?
There doesn't seem to appear to be any physical wounds on Ari's body, but you do notice that she is running a temperature. She is very warm. She is sweating and seems to be very uncomfortable, like the way that someone would be if they had a fever.
I bring just cool water, like just trying to manage the temperature as best I can. I lay a wet towel as like a way to wick off some of the heat and doing just whatever I can, but I'm I'm kind of out of my league. I have a member of the royal house in front of me, and this isn't something I can punch. This
Yeah.
isn't something I can fight, and I'm frustrated.
The cool water seems to help a little bit. You're able to bring Ari at least to a point of stability, but she is
Hmm.
still unwell. She is still unconscious. She is still feverish. Um, but you have managed to just kind of keep things from getting worse, I would say. And if you want to try to like identify or seek out medicine or something, you are welcome to roll about that and see what if the ship has anything that might be of assistance to you.
I'm not a very thinky guy, but I would like to try.
You're welcome to give it a shot.
Yeah. Maybe like an intellect.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, I'll put some effort.
Put some effort into it. It's not. I mean, it's not super difficult. I would say that the target
Okay.
number you want to hit is a 12, so it's like level 4.
Okay. Here we go. Don't mess this up. Okay, I got a 16.
Nice. So you definitely hit over 12. I tried to type this in the chat because our poor chat is like, Sam's got an echo, and I was like, noted. But we've had so many audio issues today. If we just have a small echo, we're fine.
We'll take
That's
it.
fine.
Yeah.
We'll take it. But yeah. Anyway, so what I was gonna say is, you hit a 16, so you realize something about this. You know that this is an unnatural fever.
Hmm.
You've only read about it, and you read about it enough to identify it in the same way that we might identify a cold or the flu. You
Right.
know enough. You don't know about it the way that like a medical professional might, that it's like caused by a virus or a bacteria or whatever.
I
It's
have the
more like,
WebMD version of
yeah.
this.
No. If you had the WebMD version, it'd be like, you have cancer. You're going to die. Thanks.
You are dark water.
Yeah, like actually, this is all dark water. Throw her overboard. And Lloyd will be like, what? No, so you are able to identify this is an unnatural disease. It is brought on by magic. What you're not sure of is whether or not this is a like caused by the dark water, if this is something like a negative thing that is being caused by the dark water, and like she's actually in peril, or whether or not this might be something else. Something else. That's what you're not sure of. In either case, Ari is going to need some kind of medical attention at some point to address it.
At
More
this
than
point,
what
are we?
this crew has to offer.
Yeah. At this point, are we closer to Jondotown than going back to the palace?
Well, that remains to be seen because we did this bit of land, but you don't know exactly. You don't know where you are.
Yeah, I'm not a navigating guy either. I can't punch navigation. Okay.
You know who is though?
All right.
The person that's not on the ship right now.
Yeah.
I think Ozzy also has some navigation.
Yeah, I think Ozzy would have sailing experience. They sailed with Bloth.
Yeah.
Yes, I have a little bit.
No big deal. It's fine. You know, only sailed on like this huge, horrible ship with this awful person who liked to regularly feed people to his pet. Great. Cool beans. Anyway, we're gonna shift as you identify this, we're gonna shift from you. Do you verbalize anything? Do we have a parting line from you as we cut from your scene?
I whisper to myself, always the quest. And then I head up and relay what I know to Ozzy.
Okay, Ozzy.
And the whole time I'm stomping up the stairs and I'm just tot.
Oh, I love this crew so much. Okay, so yeah, Ozzy, that is what you are welcomed by as you're navigating the ship.
Wonderful. Go grab that rope. Pull it real hard. We're going that way. We're heading for the island. Maybe we'll find a doctor or something for the princess. I don't know. Why are you just staring at me like that? Go!
I'm gonna sigh and just start taking orders, I guess.
Okay. You sail towards the island pretty quickly. The Aurora is built for speed like the Wraith. And once, without the peril of dark water holding it back and unfettered and unhindered. Because, like I said, the skies were clear and the water was fine. Like the water was very calm. Good, like if anything, you could use more of a breeze. It wasn't perfect sailing weather, but it's better than trying to sail in a raging storm, for example. Uh, but yeah, you cut through the water quickly, and thankfully for you, this was only a spiral. This was not something that was like a spiral and a rip current where you ended up like on some island that you had no idea of. So you do see the port of Jonda as you approach. Welcome to Jonda Town, the Tortuga, if you will, if you're familiar with Pirates of the Caribbean, of Mer. Jonda's port is basically a thieves' market, and it actually is a city in and of itself. As you uh, look for a place to dock your ship, you see semi-permanent stalls, as all business is conducted on like kind of ship side. Basically, like people will dock in the same way you might go to like the swap shop or something like that. And like you have people in like you'll have their van and then you'll have their little like area where they've set up shop for people to like peruse. It's the same concept but with ships. As long as the buyer is unconcerned with how the merchandise is acquired, you can find almost anything in this market for a greatly reduced price at that. And
Good, because
if
we're broke.
yeah, and if you need anything specific, it's very likely that one of the locals will know what where to go, who to go to for that specific
I'm gonna inquire about supplies to help Ari, like asking around for people that know about medicine, but not trying to be vague about it. I don't want to say like, "Hey, I have somebody that has been afflicted with dark magic," but like trying to like suss out who might know about medicine and where I can get some aid.
thing. Okay. Well, first you guys are pulling the ship into the dock,
Hmm.
right? So you pull the ship
Yes.
into the dock. You both take the time to tie it, make sure it's not going to float away. I wish you could have a load jack for your ship because I can't guarantee it won't be stolen. Um, it is quite the Aurora, just on build alone, is quite striking in comparison to the other ships that are in port. I will say that it does get some eyes.
Hmm.
Not quite the eyes that Aussie has, but some
No,
eyes. Uh,
I'll just eye them back. Still know nothing for this.
a few
My
people
ship. My ship
actually, act, let's roll about this.
now. Okay.
I want to see how many people actually know who you are
Okay.
or remember
Sure.
you.
Sorry, what was that?
I want to see how many people actually know who you are, or rather
Yes.
remember you.
No, I got
Uh,
that, but I thought you asked after that.
oh no,
Did you?
that was what it said.
Okay.
Is if you have anything that can help you as like with reputation, that's fine.
Reputation.
I'm gonna keep it simple. It's
Well,
gonna be like a level 4, so you got to do a 12 or better.
I'm certainly inept at pleasant social interactions, which is a delightful flaw. Um, hmm. I'm I'm not necessarily trying to go unrecognized. I'm just in this town that I think is Jaunta Town. Yes,
Oh no, this is not.
it's been so many years.
Okay.
Everything looks a little different.
So, y- you aren't necessarily interacting with anyone. This is more how many people like straight up recognize you. And in this case, I would say that your unpleasant social interactions are kind of an
Hmm.
advantage. So I'll knock it down a
Hmm.
peg for you. Instead of a 12, you have to get
Uh-huh.
a 9 or better.
Okay, what am I rolling though?
Um, I would
Just
say that this would be because it's more charisma focused. I would say it's intellect.
okay. I'm good at intellect. If I have a 2 edge in intellect, does that mean anything?
Your edge is your discount. So if you want to spend something, like use something, and it costs like 2 intellect points, you can use that to reduce the cost.
I'm not trying to do anything. We're just gauging
Okay,
the audience. So let's see.
you're just mean
That
mugging the
is
audience. It's fine.
well. I rolled a 16 on the die, so I think
Okay, cool. So that's quite a few people when you pull up recognize you, and they immediately like there's eyes on the ship, like oh that's a nice car vibe, and
Mhm.
then like they see you, Vin Diesel, and they're like nope, no, yeah, we're not messing with that, no, yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, you've got that like vibe of like don't mess with this person, you'll probably regret
Yes.
that. So you
She's
are.
she's been gone for like a good. Well, she can't count the years on her fingers. It's just been so long.
Mhm. So you
I see my
are.
reputation precedes me.
No one is going to steal your ship. You
Good.
know who it belongs to. Now, Komu, as you going back to you, you've tied down the ship. We had this like little experience. I want to
Yeah.
make sure we got that in there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as you ask around, I would like you to roll about that for me. This is a social interaction for you.
Uh-oh.
And it is going to be an intellect roll. And you may or may not regret this.
Okay.
This is not, again, not that difficult. I'm going to set
Yeah.
the target number at a 12. That means it's a level 4 difficulty.
I rolled a 9.
So, yeah, you're doing great. Doing great.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
um, you ask around, and most people have no idea what you're talking about. A couple people point you to vendors that are known to sell healing tinctures that aren't, they're more like snake oil salesmen. Their healing
Uh,
tinctures are generally not super effective. And you
yeah.
kind of get that vibe. Like there's a
Mm.
vibe that people who sell fake
Mm-hmm.
Rolexes and stuff have. That's the vibe that you get. Like, open up my coat. You want to try one of my potions? Kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um,
Okay.
eh,
Am I getting a vibe that we're going to need money?
yes. All of these snake, even these snake oil potions are, they're not pricey because again, this is where you can get anything
Yeah.
you want for
Right.
fairly inexpensively. But you
But you
are gonna
still
need
need, yeah.
currency to purchase that.
All right. I'm gonna shift my line of questioning a little bit and just start asking, where might a man like me earn money quickly?
And the answer that you get is basically you're directed towards a specific tavern that is
Hmm.
looking that and like it's very on the down low what you're told. Basically they're
Okay.
like there's a guy that says it's would you like to talk to one of these little snake oil salesmen?
Yes, please.
Okay, so okay, so with the coat, like the gentleman, the gentleman has a patch over one eye. Looks like they've seen better days, older.
Hmm.
Clearly, this is essentially like the exports of contraband goods is how they make their living. And he
Sure.
says,
Yeah.
"Come here, come here. All right, if you're looking for money and you need it fast, there's a tavern here. Runs a fight ring. You can win it, then you can get a pretty nice purse. You know what I mean?"
Where can I find this tavern?
Excuse me one moment. Let me. My notes are like, and we're gone. There it is. Tavern is called the Sunken Coast. It's a little further from the port. You're gonna want to go into Town proper. But yeah, that's where you'll find
I nod. Thank you.
it. Good luck.
I won't need it.
And he's like, he waves his hand off, like, all right, suit yourself, kind of a vibe. And
Yep.
and yeah, you've been given this information.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and find Ozzy and relay what I've reconnaissanced.
Oh yeah, I guess we do need money. I mean, didn't the princess think to pack some? How's she supposed to pay us?
She does not strike me as the type to plan ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're here. Why shouldn't we just, enjoy our lives now? You and me. We're free. We could start up a nice business. The brains, the brawn. Huh? Huh?
The dark water just nearly swallowed us. It's still a threat. To me, to you, to everyone, until the quest has been completed. We have a duty.
You're so serious. I'm gonna go find a drink. Wonder where there's a good bar in this town.
Perhaps we could tread the sunken coast.
Oh, yeah. I remember that place. Gosh, it's been. I can't count that high. It's been a long time since I've been there. Yeah, let's go.
Yes, that's an excellent idea you had. Let us follow your idea and go to this tavern.
Tiny little thing's just gonna start marching towards the tavern.
Almost unlocked how to deal with Ozzy.
This is fantastic. I love the entire
It's my idea. I'm a genius.
For context, let me go ahead and find the port of Jonda. Oh. About that, my notes get all screwy because I can't navigate away from OBS. So, this is Jonda, the port of Jonda, 20 years after the events of Darkwater. But what you see is a beautiful city with extravagant, multi-hued blossoms cover every inch of open ground. As you pass into the city proper, you can see a large urban area that covers almost 14 miles, much of it being built with undulating hills. Although most of Jonda Town's structures are built from mortar and brick, a large number are constructed of wood and placed on stilts to catch the cooling breezes and to help them from floodwaters. Way off in the distance, you can see a mist. And Ozzy, you know the geography of Jonda Town quite well. You've been here quite a bit. You know that the mist is where the falls are. Because miles to the north of Jonda Town proper is a large waterfall named Jonda Falls, which cascades off the nearby cliffs and forms the Jonda River, which happens to loop through the heart of the town. And most people are focused here because the mountains happen to be highly inhospitable to any kind of settlement. So Jonda Town is it. That is the port. That is the place where people come, and it's a popular stopping point for a lot of pirates on the seas. So something to keep in mind, considering you just left the Princess of Octopon below deck.
Yeah.
That's fine. What else are we gonna do?
Doing great. But yeah, and as you kind of stroll through this view, you soon see a tavern. And what is the sign advertising your tavern look like?
The sign advertising my family's tavern looks just about as beat up as anything else. It's like old and rickety. Some of the wood itself is rotted. And you can tell that every so often someone comes out and repaints over the letters that say the sunken coast with like bright red paint when it starts to fade or chip because of the weather.
And the door creaks slightly as both of you enter. But from yes, and we cut from that to you. What is Sophie up to right now. And will you describe Sophie for us? Do we know what Sophie looks like?
Absolutely. Sophie is about standing at their full height, 6 foot. They are built with a lot of brawn. You can see muscles and layers, jawline. Um, they're dressed in like this kind of very flowy blouse and high, the typical high pirate boots, with a multicolored sash that is tied around their waist as well as holding their hair back. Their hair is in dreadlocks and the sides are shaved, so like some of it's pulled up to the top in a top bun, so it's kind of messy. And their sleeves are rolled up to their forearms, and after you see like Sophie's like hulking stature, you take a look and you see scars like all over her, like old fashioned like split lip that's just starting to heal over, a nick in her eyebrow. It looks like there's possibly some stab wounds or some slashings that are across like her arms and their chest and stuff like that. They look like they beat shit up and have also gotten beat the fuck up as well in their pastime as well too. Very wildly enough, for all of the scars, very clear like tawny brown skin, and a smile that is part disarming, part charming, and all intimidating at the exact same time.
Okay.
That's Sophie. Sophie is supposed to be restocking the mead. But instead, what happens is you see Sophie and they're downstairs and there's boxes of mead that's supposed to be shelved, but she's actually in the process of beating the dog shit out of like a punching bag. And finally, by the time she's done, she like whips around and right out of the sash, out of her back, is a dagger that is like has like the 5 knuckles that's like attached and sticks out, and she holds it directly up to like where the neck of this punching bag is. And essentially she just says, "All right, you smarmy cred barge. Pass it now."
Hell yeah.
That's Soph.
And as you say that, you can hear your father's voice say, "Language." As
Sophie flicks the dagger back into her hand and stuffs it in the back of their shirt. "Sorry, Pa. I'll watch my tone next time." A pirate watches their tone.
A man who is significantly larger than you is where you get your height. Probably about 6'4", 6'5", and just as built, and looks like you. If you want to describe him further, but I think these are 2 key points that I feel.
Yeah, for sure.
So he has his arms folded. Tell me what else he looks like. Tell me more about him.
Sophie favors him quite a bit, actually. Like it's a bit terrifying to see like a slightly smaller miniature version of this big hulking man. But he also looks like he's been in plenty of bar fights and tavern brawls himself. And I think the thing that's like the most distinctive about him are these extremely piercing gray blue eyes that he has, that like once they're locked on you, you're either fearing for your life or it sends a chill to the deepest, most hidden parts of yourself. It's warm, but it, much like Sophie, looks like he does not fuck around when it comes to it.
Do no harm, will absolutely not take shit.
Absolutely.
And he stands there with his arms folded and is like, so how many boxes of meat have you shelled?
They start counting on their hand. And they get into like the other hand and they're like, 3. Plus those right here. I'm gonna go get these together. And Sophie kind of like straightens themselves up, and then without any effort at all, these cases, there's like 3 of them and they're heavy. She just lifts it like it's like pillows and just sits it on their shoulder and slowly makes their way to the storage room to place the meat for the bar. All while grumbling under their breath about being bored and how this is very stupid and I could be doing a million other things that are more fun than this.
Clarification question. You have both of your parents are alive, correct?
One is gone.
One is gone. Okay. That's what
one is gone, but there's 2 more that run the tavern.
Perfect. So, and the other parent, are they femme or masculine?
The other parent is femme presenting. Great. And then the one that passed is also femme presenting.
Okay, wanted to double check before we went any further. I didn't want to misrepresent.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Your father follows after you just to make sure, listening to you grumble the whole time. And he says, if you put this much effort into working at the tavern as you did into your right hook, we might actually get work done around.
We were getting work done. Slams the box of mead on top of the 3 other boxes that they stocked. There's still about 6 more upstairs. Who knows if it'll all get done today. And she's like, it's useless work, though. Remember back when we were all across Octopon, like seeing everything, and then we get one scare. Like, don't get me wrong. Blackwater is terrifying. I know what it can do.
Dark water.
You know what I meant.
I do.
It's scary. But we faced scarier shit than that, Dad. Like, and we just give up? All the riches, all everything that's out there for us to grab, we just want one bad experience and we're just done. And then we come here and we serve mead and bread to everyone else that gets to go on all these amazing adventures, and I get to sit here and just have to listen to them and ask if they want more fucking mead. I'm tired. And they fold their arms across their.
It's very funny how you guys mirror each other. He's had his arms folded the entire time, so it's just a mini version of like essentially of himself.
It's looking in the mirror. She has the same facial expression and everything of just being like.
And
I get it from watching you, Dad. I get it from watching you.
Where do you think I learned it from?
He shakes his head in a way that, like, in the way that a person who has a more life experience does when they know what you're saying, like they were in your position but have lived enough life to know what comes with that point of view. And he says, we stopped because we were tired. We weren't giving up. It was just time to change.
Well, why make me stop? I'm just in my prime. I'm still young. I've got more fights to fight.
He looks
I get
at
it.
you with
Y'all are
this
tired.
with this gaze of, you know exactly why you're here. And says,
that was one time.
That wasn't my call, and you know that. And the last thing we want is for Octopon to come to
Nobody wants Octopon to come to John to town. Yeah, I know. I get it. This is the Pirate's Haven. All right.
You were the one who wanted to befriend royalty. And then you went and
Because
got
I
yourself
thought it
in
would get
trouble.
me out of here.
Well, all it did was get you stuck. He pulls a couple of bottles of mead from like the top shelf, easily reaches for himself, and holds them out. Speaking of, we have work to do. But if you can get through this next shift, I'll let you go out tonight to the port.
Her eyes light up like Christmas trees. And she snatches the mead from his hands, uncorks one of them, downs half of it, puts it off to the side, and then grabs another one from the top and rushes upstairs.
Your father, like as you rush off, sighs and says, "Yeah, I'll expense that." And
Thank
takes the rest of the
you.
bottle.
And the door closes and slams
Yeah.
behind her.
And you rush upstairs. And as you're rushing upstairs, we cut back to Ozzy and Komu. You have entered the Sunken Coast Tavern. And what is the interior
I
of the
love the
tavern?
eyes. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
It's
eyes are
so
great.
good.
I'm
Thank you.
obsessed. The Sunken Coast Tavern looks like any other tavern. It's very homey. It's made of wood. It's one of the buildings that is made of wood. You have tables, chairs, all set up in a very comfortable way. It's inviting.
Super grimy. It's inviting,
it's
but
so
it's
grimy.
super grimy.
Yes.
Like the type where you step in it, you walk inside, and your feet
Yep.
stick to the floor.
I mean,
Yeah.
compared to the prison cell we've been in for the last several years, this place is
Yeah.
sludgy.
It's homey and inviting for pirates
Yes.
that are used
Ozzy's
to
very impressed.
Yeah.
Whoever,
Semi-squalor.
Nice.
whoever takes care of this place ascribes to the principle of good enough, rather
Yeah.
than like perfect. So there you go.
That's Sophie's job.
Yeah, that's Sophie's job.
As close to home as possible.
And speaking of that, at the bar, you see a beautiful femme presenter. What does your mother look like, Sam?
So you can see a little tinges of this other parent in Sophie. I think more of Sophie's like public facing persona is mimicked after this parent's mannerisms. So she hulks up the stairs with all of the frustration and might of her father, but once she steps beyond that door into the customer facing area, it's still big and hulking, but there's like a very weird smile that's plastered on her face, and they nod to customers as they walk in. Their back is a little straighter. They hold themselves with a little bit more prestige, but it is still it's prestige but still slouch, if that makes any sense. As relaxed as it can be without actively not being public facing. But yeah, I think she has like very deep brown skin. Her hair is also up in locks as well too, with seashells and little trinkets of gold that are adorning in them. And her eyes are warm brown like honey. Very nurturing, very loving. But again, I think everyone in Sophie's family like carries that energy of do not fuck with me.
Yeah.
Because it'll get real bad. Yeah.
I'm thinking of the little bunny from Monty Python.
Yes.
Because I think you mentioned that they were tall, which is what I was going to clarify. But I was actually hoping for someone who is short.
That's the one that passed. The one that passed is very tiny. Yeah.
So this one, that is what you see as far as a bartender. There are rows and rows of obviously different spirits behind them at the bar, as well as other various pirate spirits around the tavern as well. And Komu, if you don't mind, I'd like for you to make me an intellect.
Oh, I would love to, but would Komu? Let's see.
Difficulty on that is a 15.
I rolled a 19. 19.
You got a minor effect. I'm so excited for you. Okay. In that, oh my god, I'm so like this was a lot more than I was expecting kind of thing. So Komu, I imagine your head is on a swivel just because you
Yeah.
are in a
Oh, yeah.
pirate town and it is,
Yeah.
while safe enough, doesn't preclude like full
Sure.
safety, so better safe than
Yep.
sorry. And as
Absolutely.
you are glancing around the tavern, you see the bartender, you see Sophie coming up with bottles upstairs of mead upstairs. You see an advertisement for a new mead that seems to be very popular called Crea Fruit mead that seems to have a unique taste, very fruit based, very boozy. And then just past the sign advertising that, you also see a familiar face. Drinking wine, counting coin.
Investigate.
As you walk closer, you confirm.
I say this out loud.
Investigate. Ozzy, you hear?
I love that so much. I'll investigate. What are you talking about?
Ozzy, you hear this? Just FYI, like this is within earshot of you. So,
I want to make it clear. I'm trying to hit the note of Komu being very, very good at what he does, but he's not smart. He's very effective, but not smart. Like
I love that for you.
I'm not arguing this. Absolutely not arguing this. And now I need my curse word. So darn curse word this. We'll use my favorite one. As you walk up and this person notices you, you hear, Noijit. What are you doing here? As the familiar voice, Ions, addresses you.
Scotspongo. It has been a long, long time, brother.
And it should have been longer, if you ask me. As he sips his drink, and yeah, it's definitely longer.
I think I've been patient enough, whiling away in that place, away from you, away from our sister.
Who's doing fine, by the way. Thank you for asking.
I look down and there's a bit of like, yeah, there's some pain there.
He he's like he makes to like leave. He puts his gold coins in like the purse and like ties it up and is like putting it like in his pocket.
I reach into my robe and I'm still wearing very simple clothing. And I reach into my robe and I pull out the key that I found the other day and I slam it onto the table. Would you like to explain how this came into my possession and liberated me from my confinement?
Ayaz looks at it for a second and then looks at you, and a slow smile spreads across his lips. What can I say? Someone called in a favor, and he takes another sip of his drink.
I need money.
He raises an eyebrow at you. So earn it.
How's your form these days, brother?
And at this, he slowly stands up. Ayaz is considerably older. It's been 20 years since he's been out with Ren and Tula. And you can see it in the way he moves. He's a little stiffer, Not necessarily. It's very much like you still don't want to mess with this person. This would be
Mm-hmm.
stupid because now you have, while you may be a little stiffer, maybe a little slower to move, there are years of experience that are going
Yeah.
to fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yeah. This is
but
all my trauma talking. Like
yeah.
I don't think I can take him,
So
but
I'm just describing for the sake of
yeah.
our
Oh
podcast,
yeah.
like our podcast listeners, what they're getting into. Years of experience are behind this person. And he says, I'm not in the mood to get into a fight with you, if that's what you're insinuating. I move good enough for what I do, but I'm not out here to do any favors or to give to charity. You know that about me.
So nothing has changed.
Not really.
Say hello to our sister, brother. I'm just gonna turn away.
Oil! Which one of you small brains wants another round?
That's me, actually. And Ayaz lifts his hand.
This is your last, Ios.
Ayaz like looks at you and says, "Nice try, woman. I know I can give at least one more." And like takes a sip.
Better not be a repeat of last time. And
Also-
Sophie will turn and start stocking those meads on the bar.
Yeah. Also, I realized that I was going in alignment with the show, but failed to ask how Sophie identifies, and I would like to clarify that.
Oh, Sophie uses she and they pronouns, so
Cool.
interchangeable.
So the reference to woman would not have a misgender, or would it?
No.
Yeah, just wanted to double check.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that.
Make sure
Yeah.
everything is cool.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Always. But yeah, cool, great. So, and because that is something that's a line that is from the show that Ayaz uses, but we're in the 90s where these things
Mhm.
were kind of ignored. So
It's also been 20 years in Octopon, and like.
okay, he still hasn't changed. He's still a dick.
Right.
Big surprise.
Man, that sounds just like an old person set in their ways, huh? Refuses to change. Got it.
We know who we're giving to the dark water. Anyway, so yeah, so Ayaz like takes a sip of his drink, looks at you, Como, and says, "Why is it that when I look at you, I can hear that stupid boy in my head?" And he reaches into his pocket and gives you a handful of gold coins, like throws them across the table at you in a way of like, I have to be good, but it's like it's frustrating for me that I have to be good, you know?
Do I recognize?
I will do for Ari what. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I will do for Ari what you did for Tula.
He looks at you for a second, like eyebrows raised, like he was not aware that you were with like that you were in the situation. He says, "Why is the princess?"
A favorite was called. I'm gonna take the bag.
Well, he put the bag away, so he put a
Oh,
pile
okay.
of coins on the table. He
I'll
tossed
take the
pile of coins
coin.
to you.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Sam, you were saying something. What is it?
Oh, I was asking if I recognized Ozzy at all.
How familiar are you with the Pirates of the Maelstrom?
I would say pretty familiar, but like I would say that my familiarity is probably through the lens of a younger kid. Like it's been some years, so like she remembers, but how clear those memories are with the amount of concussion she's taken in the between time is kind of up for grabs.
So a couple of things there. Number one, if you learned of the Pirates of Watch stories, a lot of them just didn't make it into the news, if you will. So there's basically it was Bloth and his crew, never Bloth and these individual identifying people.
Fair.
They were just like a lump sum. So, but yeah, so you would, if Bloth walked into the tavern, you'd be like, I know that guy. Oh God.
But his first mates, I would not be as familiar with.
But
Makes
you wouldn't
sense.
be familiar with like members of his crew. However, I will let you roll to see if you can hear anyone talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ozzy's also been in prison for like a decade, so you know.
So, which is why it's a big deal. Like people who have had business with you in the past, Ozzy, would recognize you.
Are like, shit, they're
Yeah,
out?
yeah,
Fuck.
basically
Maybe
like,
they'll buy
oh
me a
no,
drink.
you
Got
know.
it.
But yeah.
Okay, let's see. So I will now remind me how roles go in this game again.
So I will set a target number. In this case, the target number for this, if you're in a loud tavern, I will set this at 50. You
Okay.
roll a d20 to hit the target number. And if you hit the target number or above it, you succeed. If you hit below the target number, you fail.
Got it.
Yeah. And for me, I can assign them levels, which is how I track. This would be a level 5. So yeah. Difficult.
Ooh, just under rolled a 13.
Yeah, so you try to listen and figure out what's going on. Ozzy, what are you doing in this moment, by the way?
Ah,
What's going on?
good question. Because my companion just
Fucking
left me.
glasses.
No. Look, I picture this character being very like big.
Every time you
and, like,
put them on, it's the funniest stuff in the world
I
to
love
me.
it.
It's
I think
so
it's great.
funny.
It helps. It
It's
helps me get a new
perfect.
character. Yeah, and then the smile. Well, let's see. Wait a second. She's sitting in the bar and she really wants to order a drink, but she doesn't have any money.
Mhm.
And she's like, "Wait a minute. Wasn't there someone here who the princess said she knew? Where'd that other big guy go? Man,
Do you
I
say
wanna remember
princess
that
out
name."
loud?
Yeah.
Do any of
I
you
think-
make
I think
out
Ozzy's
loud
too
mention
smart
to
to do that.
princess? I'll say, do any of you
Komu
say it out loud?
Komu has.
The princess's name. Okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say, would it help the plot? Then I can. Yes.
Like
cool.
if you're muttering to yourself, Ozzy, I would assume that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
But if you are you at the bar or are you?
Yeah,
walking
I
in?
just
I'm at
served.
the
I
bar.
okay. That they're talking to me. Okay, cool.
I'm at the
Well-
bar. I'm just muttering to myself because I'm a crazy person.
For clarity, Komu
Yes.
walked away to talk to Ayaz because they saw Ayaz from across the room.
Gotcha.
You're interacting with Komu and Ayaz, which are on the other side of where Ozzy went, which is what I was trying to clarify. If Ozzy walked directly to the bar, then they would not be able to interact or hear what's going on that side of the room.
Cool.
And
Okay.
Ozzy, you are at the bar. Are you seated? Are you planning on ordering? Or are you just sitting there mumbling?
I'm seated, but I can't order because I don't have any money.
If you're
No
not
money.
going to order anything, you may want to, or you may just want to get water. We can use the space. And
Look, I'm not even that big.
the big femme presenting individual who is your mother, Sophie, comes over and
I got this, Ma. Don't worry about it. I'll handle them. They need another round over there. And Sophie points to the far opposite side of the bar.
mother gives you a look of suspicion. Because at this point, I feel like both families who deal with Ari and Sophie are very aware of how mischievous you are. And they're just, all right.
Have this
Handle
big
it.
smile. One of my teeth, like right back here in the mouth, is knocked out. So it's just an open space.
Her face softens because this is the smile that you've had since you were a child. So it's very like disarming. And she's just like, okay, handle it. And she walks away to go get the additional drinks that Ayaz has.
Ma. And as soon as Sophie's mom turns away, she turns back to Ozzy. So you said you needed money?
Huh? She looks way up at you because she's a little thing. Yeah. Yeah, you know.
How are you in a fight?
Fight? Me? She does that thing where like she tries to flex and the arm just goes like, phew.
Yeah, I like droops.
Sophie's eyes widen. She just found a remark. You know, I have there's some ways around here, around Johnstown, if you want to make some extra cash.
I don't know. I came here to looking for someone, but I can't remember their name. My big friend, where'd he go? Hey, big guy. I never remember his name. Hey, big guy. She's calling him. It's a Como.
I was just calling to Como. I was like, who is
Hey!
this
And if he doesn't respond, she's gonna like hop down from the stool and like waddle over there.
guy?
Yeah, come with me. Come with me. Maybe he
Big
remembers.
guy is so funny.
Good guy. She hustles over there. Hey, and she's like tugging on his shirt. This little like 4-foot goblin-y woman. Hey. What was the name of you know whose friend? Do you remember? I don't hear Joe.
Joe.
I don't even say it anymore because I'm scared it's my fault.
You're fine.
No, there's no issues
See
too.
Joe's mouth moving, and I was like, ah.
No.
All right, Joe, refresh yourself. Refresh.
Refresh yourself before you wreck yourself.
Do you want to take a quick break while Joe tries to do that? Or we just keep going? That's totally fine. I can make up some shit.
If it doesn't fix after this, yes. Break to address it. I don't think it's anything on mine.
Hello.
There we go.
Yay!
Yeah.
Now, Joe.
I've been talking this whole time. I'm like, wow, they're just not wanting me to play today, I guess.
It's an all-girl party, actually.
That's fine. I'm here for it.
Okay.
I will support that.
Joe said, I'm down. I just want to know if I can do anything or not. That's all.
Listen, Joe the player loves women. He is a feminist.
Thumbs and thumbs only. Let's go. Anyway,
Love Joe.
Yeah.
no, I'm just kidding, Joe. We
Yeah,
genuinely can hear you, so please continue.
No, it's all good. I assumed. Is Ayaz still like at the table? Like, are we? Or
You are still
has he left?
facing Ayaz.
Okay.
He hasn't left yet.
Yeah, I think I just want to establish, like, at this point, the vibe is like siblings that do care about each other but can't let the other know that they care about each other.
Right.
So like we're just being unnecessarily like rude to each other.
Yep.
But we are seated at the table now.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
like after that coin exchange.
Yeah.
You both would have sat down.
Right. And Ozzy is calling over. I don't respond because my name is not Big Guy.
She just can't remember your name because you don't talk
Yeah.
much. She
Yeah,
might
I
not
don't. I
believe
really
you.
don't. Does Ozzy come over?
Yeah, she's scurrying over.
Okay.
Fucking on
Her
your
tiny
fucking
little
cat legs.
Did Ari ever mention Sophie's name? I
I
think.
think she did.
Okay, we can say that maybe she has. Komu would have remembered. Komu does pay attention to Ari. I believe she said Sophie.
Sophie. Yeah. And she looks back at Sophie. You know anyone named Sophie?
And Sophie just points to herself.
Yeah, you. Do you know anyone named Sophie?
Double points at themselves.
Yes, I'm
Correct. We are addressing you.
talking to
Sophie is
you,
the
yes.
person.
I am Sophie. What the hell?
Ah, perfect. Hey, look at that. I found Sophie.
What do you want from me? How do I know you? Do I know you?
No, I don't think so. I'm Osmond. This is Dwayne, and she holds up a rock to show you. This is Dwayne. This is
What's up,
what's
Dwayne?
his face. And hey, Ayaz. Ayaz. And she's immediately
Ayaz is just
startled.
sitting there like, what is happening? Like he is just kind of in shock. And says, You are supposed to be in prison.
She immediately like runs and hides behind Sophie, who's big. Maybe he won't see her because she's
And
so.
so are you, Komu. What is going on here?
I mean, hey, aren't we all supposed to be in prison? Maybe they got like an early release like I did.
Yeah, early release. Yeah, but good behavior. Ain't that right, Dwayne?
I wouldn't say my behavior was essentially good, but they didn't want to risk. I've broken out of too many of the prisons. They didn't want to risk it again. Too much manpower. So house arrest it is. In the most boring possible place. What do you want with me, by the way? I got sidetracked. Why do you two know who I am, but I don't know who you two are?
Kind of a long story.
We were in prison.
Make it short.
Yeah.
Where? Because I didn't see you in lock up over here.
Oh no,
So-
we were over in Octopon.
Y'all broke out of prison in Octopon.
I was released.
Yeah, I
Technically.
wouldn't say broke out.
Noije Tat, why am I caught up in this again? And Aya says this as he pours a fresh cup of mead because he's not having this today.
There's someone that is close to you, someone important, somebody from Octopon
Yeah,
that is
real
in
important.
danger.
Well,
She mentioned your name.
and Sophie sits back, scratches the side of their nose. Their nose is very crooked, like it's been broken one too many times and has not been reset properly at all. And like scratches. Well, the only person I really know or keep in contact with out of Octopon is Tula and Ari. Y'all know either of them? Octopon is big, so that's very ridiculous of a question. Of course, just knows the royal family.
No, we don't know them. Wink. She's
Big
like,
exaggerated wink.
exaggerated wink. Never heard of them. Wink, wink.
I like that no wink actually happens.
I'm sure
Just
Ryan
a
was
winking of
pretty
eye,
Yeah,
but never an actual wink.
yeah, yeah.
That's so funny. Oh. Torment my eyes. So wait, y'all know Tula and Ari, how are they?
In need of help.
What do you need? And Sophie's face drops to immediate seriousness. What do you need?
Komu's gonna relay what he knows.
Damn.
Well, maybe keep your voice down a bit, big guy.
Shit.
Ayaz looks.
We need
Amor
supplies.
says,
We need money.
didn't say you came with. Is she with you? Ari? That is?
In a matter of speaking.
You might want to be a little bit, and Sophie like lowers their voice. It's still loud because this is still a very loud tavern, but it's quiet enough for y'all to hear. You might want to have a bit more security around you if you're gallivanting across the ocean with a member of the royal family.
Hey, look, this was all her idea. I'm just a crew member. It's all her idea. It's not our fault. She only.
Ari's
planned
like
to bring
5.
Tula with her.
What do you mean this was her idea?
Ari's 5.
Ari's not 5. She's like, I don't know. Not taller than the last time I saw her. That's for sure. She's definitely
She's old enough.
not your side. Yeah, not your size though.
Old
Definitely bigger
enough
than
to
me.
be sent on a quest from her father.
Sophie sits back and starts counting on their fingers again. And it's like, Light, it's been years since I've last seen Ari. Is she safe? I don't like how you're answering these questions.
I don't like it either. What is going on with?
Maybe you should, I don't know, come with us after we get a drink and maybe some food.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's on the house.
Great. And she's gonna march back up to the bar and tell your mom that Sophie says it's on the house, and she's just gonna order a giant platter of food.
Sophie just waves to their mom across, like, please just take it out of mine. Like, I don't just.
Your mom looks at you, bombastic side eye, and is just like, I'll expense that.
Sophie
And
does everything within their power to not make eye contact with her mom at all, because they feel the look right right burning into their forehead.
Yes.
They're not going to acknowledge it. It'll be deadly. So they just.
Yes. Like they go to make this food. You have been given the bombastic side eye. I think you know where where you stand there. Um, and as Ayaz looks outside, he says, "You're going to need a lot more than help if you need to get moving." As he
And
says,
do y'all even have money? Like your friend over there was talking about money. You know, things cost anywhere. It may be cheaper here in Jondertown, but you're gonna need it in the first place.
Planning and provisioning was not one of Her Highness's strong suits.
That tracks. Okay, so I have an option for you. I don't think my parents will allow y'all to work here, and if you do, it'll take too much time for what you need. And Sophie lowers their voice again. Meet me back here at the tavern an hour after the sun goes down. I might have an opportunity for you to gain some quick and fast money. Only caveat is you either need to know how to take a punch or throw one. You in?
I look at Ozzy.
Ozzy's over at the bar, excitedly waiting for some food.
and the food is on the way. It's cooking. Smell it.
I look back at Sophie and I nod.
For the record, the food is like Waffle House food. Like it's gonna do the job, but
Hell yeah.
it's Waffle House food.
It's gonna suck up all that meat.
Perfect.
Yep.
Soak it all up. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
All right. See you then. And Sophie will turn to go back to serving other patrons in the tavern.
Ayaz stares at you, Komu, after Sophie leaves and says, "Is she with you or not?" You never answered the question.
As I said, I'll do for Ari what you did for Tula.
He sets his cup down. If she's with you, I want to know.
She is. She's on the ship. She was overtaken. Some dark hold is over her. We do not know her fate. We are in need of assistance, and we need to be discreet.
He looks at you and says, "Take me with her. Maybe I can help." Don't know that. Looking around.
Yeah, I stand up. Let us make way.
He looks at you. Ozzy, you are at the bar, right? Wait.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. So
Mouth watering.
he stands up, stands up with you, and he says, he also asks you a question. And the monkey bird?
Well, monkey bird. Oh yeah, him. Forgot about him. Yeah, he's with us.
And you answer as they're passing by, and he's like, he looks at you and goes, "Ugh." He's a little shocked by your appearance. Right, you're also. Do you want to come with us or stay or go? Which one is it?
Well, I want to eat my meal first. I don't know. I'll meet you back at the ship. It's fine.
So, on that note, you, Ozzy, stay at the tavern with
Sure.
Sophie, while Komu and Ayaz go back to the Aurora to see Ari.
Mm-hmm.
And when Ayaz sees Ari, he looks at her and sees that she's feverish. Nidler was on the ship and has been tending to Ari while she's out. He is he's sitting there like, "Did you bring any food?" And when the answer is negative, he looks very sad. um, classic Nibbler fashion. Um, but Ayaz takes her temperature and says, "I've seen this before." As he withdraws and looks to you. This happened with her mother too. Tula.
Was there a cure?
There is something that can be done, but it's not a guarantee. Ari has to pull through on her own. This will just help make it easier.
Whatever it takes.
Ayaz looks at you as and motions for you to get off the ship so that you can walk out. He says, "Are you familiar with ecomancy?"
I've heard the word.
Quite a few people know this about Tula, but she is what you would call an ecomancer, a person who is able to tap into the magic of the world. I think Ari might be one.
Is that why she is ill? Is it harming her?
Yes. It's not, it is why she is ill. I do not know if it is harming her. I know that I've seen it before when her mother was coming into her own powers as well.
What must we do to help?
He gives a sigh and he says, "You do need money, but there is a woman here who might be able to assist you."
Very well.
You will, once you have money, there's a place by John Falls. She set up shop here about 10 years ago, but very purposely uh, wanted to be as far out of town as she could manage. You are going to be looking for a place called Kunda's Blessed Tinctures. And the person you're looking for is named Helena. And tell her Ayaz sent you.
How much money exactly do I need to prepare?
That is up to her.
Thank you, Ayaz.
He holds the key out that you gave him earlier and hands it back to you. He says, "Hold on to that. You might need it again."
I will return to my cell when this quest is done, brother.
You, that is not why I gave you that key. That is the opposite of why I gave you that key. Do not return to your cell if you've been given your freedom.
Would it not be better to not give me the key if that were the case? I'm being. Komu is very dumb. This is not Joe being obtuse.
Scoot, Tango, you drive me insane. Just think of it as a memento and move on, Gomu.
I
You're
will hold
so
this key
literal.
and remember all of the years I spent in prison as I think of you, brother.
Io sighs.
I clasp him on the shoulder.
He clasps you back, which was good enough. And depart. He actually walks away. He's like, I need to go. I've my business here is finished. But if you ever need anything, you know how to reach me. And he walks away and into the thick of the people in town, leaving you with before we fast forward to the evening where you are going to meet up with Sophie. Does anyone have anything else they would like? Okay, let's go. So you spend some time in Town drinking, eating, and generally partaking of the hospitality which this port city has to offer. And at evening time, you find yourself back at the Sun tavern, looking for Sophie.
Is there like a vibe shift between daytime and nighttime in this town? Is there like a
1,000,000%, at least at
yeah?
the bar.
Yeah.
I'm
At the
thinking so.
bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As
You see a
the
lot more hulking fighter people that are
Mhm.
hanging out around the bar the closer it gets to
Yeah, that's
nighttime,
cool.
and it's like regular patrons are like 5 in the bar, and the rest of it is just big hulking fighter people that are occupying the bar now.
if I may,
I think there's a few regulars who like see the sunset and they know, okay, it's time for we're done. This is our
Yeah,
last round.
if I
this
may, hello,
this is getting
hi,
much for us now.
hello, as the GM who is in charge of everyone and everything else, I would like the opportunity to describe the scene. Thank you, appreciate it. But yes, as the lights begin to turn on, the little gaslit lamps of John Town begin to illuminate the orange yellow glow of the court. You see exactly what was described. People begin to filter out of the sunken
Mm.
coast. Some of which you've seen earlier, others who you are not as familiar with. And other people begin to come. Some of these people are large, hulking figures. People who look similar to Ari, or not Ari, who look similar to Sophie in terms of scars and wounds and things of that nature. Some of them are larger people. Some of them are petty. Others are built more like Salim from Street Fighter, where they're very wiry but very lean and muscular. And still others aren't necessarily muscular, look like fighters. They do look very wealthy, and they have a lot of quite a bit of money. And they slowly begin filtering into the sunken coast. Some are with these bigger folks, others are on their own. And the vibe slowly shifts at Sunken Coast Tavern as well as in John Town. There are many people who are going to work, if you will, in this town. So you see a lot of he, hers, and thems on the streets, dressed in varying types of attire, all of which is meant to capture attention as well. And they are, as they stand outside, they are hawking for different shows or inviting you into their establishment for a good time or a happy ending, perhaps. Things of that nature. But that is the slow changing of the vibe going on, specifically at the Sunken Coast. Everyone is gathering. These people are gathering slowly. Where would they go, Sophie, to engage in your fight?
So the fight ring has a list that is hidden outside to the back of the tavern. Sophie goes out and checks it every now and then throughout the course of the night to see if there's been new people that's added.
Mhm.
Um, there's 2 lists. One is for people who are consistent and go there all the time, and then there's another one that's a new sign up. So there's 2. And the new sign up list has like the disclaimer across the top of it, like, we don't talk about this out in Jonatown. If anybody asks you where you got beat up at, it was just a regular bar fight somewhere along the lines of there. If someone asks you where the surplus of money that you won, if you won, comes from, you found it. Like it's like a whole disclaimer list, and then at the very bottom it is like, if you lose your life, tough shit, sign your name. And so that's like the waiver, but people congregate at the bar and then start to it looks like leave, but they actually start making their way around the back in like this dark corner off over to the side where you can be led underground by Sophie.
Awesome. So that is where these people sort of filter. Como and Ozzy, do you kind of watch this? And do you join that sort of flow?
Yeah.
Much better, dude.
Yeah. I'm gonna be checking out the other people and just like sussing out what the situation is in terms of potential opponents. But I'm definitely, yeah, it looks like this is what we're doing. I'll do it.
Question for clarification, Sophie. Is this fight ring fists only, or are you allowed to bring all manner and any manner of weaponry? And is ecomancy?
Ooh, juicy.
So technically, it's just fist fighting.
Mhm.
However, there are a few smarmy little jerks, Sophie included, that do bring weapons. Do that what you will. But if there are weapons, it's like daggers and like knives, nothing like outward, you know what I'm saying, like a gun or like a long sword. It's something like quick, concealed, can do the most amount of damage without actually being seen like that. So yeah, it should be fisticuffs. Most of everybody, but there's a few that like to get a lick in otherwise with
Every
something
fight
else.
starts hand to hand.
Yeah.
Correct.
And then
I guess it just depends on how bad you're getting whooped on if you bring out a weapon.
And then
Ecomancy is not necessarily allowed. It's kind of all brawl and very little magic.
So just the points of there.
That's like the one hard line is like no magic, no eco magic, no magic.
Capital letters, all 3 exclamation points.
Yeah. Right after, if you die, you die. No magic. That's the last.
No resurrection merit magic. Sorry.
None. You die, you die.
Okay. You're extra dead. All right. So, with that, you enter the establishment. And where are the matchups? I assume you would have matchups.
Absolutely, yeah. So the matchup posting is actually when you actually get down into where the rings are at. There's about 2 rings that are set up side by side with each other, and there is a sign right in between the 2 stages that looks very similar to the outside Sunken Coast sign, and it's just got like the March Madness line brackets set up that can just kind of be wiped off with chalk as people are getting into the fight and dropping out and winning.
Okay. So, where would people enter to register to be a combatant, and where would people place their bets? Are those separate areas?
So yes, people who place their bets right behind, like right in front of the sign where the brackets are, is the judges table. That's where people go to place their bets. That's where the judges sit at. Old opponents will file into the left, and they'll just give their name to like whoever is sitting there over at the side to match up on the list, and it's like, oh yeah, you're already new. I mean, you're already been here before. Go right on in. On the right side for the new people, there is another person that is taking new names, letting them know in case they were not able to read the sign and like disclaimer previously, letting them know what the situation is and letting them in. So it's kind of like, if you think of it, it's like stairs that go down, and then right left split off for old people and new people, and then the two cages with the judges table and the bracket sign behind in between.
Perfect. So which route do you take, Ozzy and Como?
I'll just follow
I
Como.
guess I'm going to the new registrants line, I guess. I suppose that applies to me.
And Sophie, where are you
Sophie is currently in a ring.
Okay.
She's waiting for it to start for their next opponent. So like they're in the ring, like stretching and like rolling their shoulders back. Gone is the loose blouse that they had. It's just like tape that covers them, that like binds them down, tape around their wrists and around their ankles. Like this is just a normal Saturday night to them.
I think the crowd is heavy enough. Ozzy, you can hear cheering. Like people are ready for a good. And it is unfortunate that you did register in with this particular person because they take one location and because they remember. You're the guy that knew why I was right. Saw you guys talking in the corner of the cabin. Couldn't hear what seems like
it's often rude to overhear other people's conversations when they're not welcome.
Good thing I didn't listen. I was just watching.
You know this guy?
I hope for your sake, son, you don't remember what you heard.
He smiles at I didn't hear nothing. How Jantown works. Whatever happens here stays here. And
I'm sure you'll have a good evening.
He turns around and says, "You registering for fight or what?"
It appears a good way to make money.
He goes to the March Madness and writes your name. You're gonna go to that ring, and he points to Sophie's ring.
Interesting.
Hey, where do we place bets around here?
You're gonna go over there to the judges' table.
Okay. Hi.
Who do the odds favor tonight?
He smiles at you and says, "You really want to know?"
Yes.
Not the new guy.
Understood.
And grins at you in the way of someone who like feels like he really got you. Like this is a very important moment. This person's openly messing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. And he says, "Good luck," and waves you off. He's also messing with Ozzy, hence the but Ozzy is probably just like living their best life. So.
Yep.
Thank
you.
So Ozzy, you want to place a bet?
I do.
Okay. And this.
I'm not gonna fight.
The person at the this is very much like a very femme individual, like very dressed to the nines, makeup done, is absolutely like the epitome of like gorgeous and attractive. You know, if like her nails are lacquered, and she's like, "Oh hi, did you want to make a bet?"
Yeah, I got like this much money.
Oh,
she holds up a couple coins.
Okay. Well, do you have anything else you'd like to bet? The bigger the bet, the bigger the payoff.
I don't really have much.
I'm sure you have something. Anything semi-precious.
You can't have Dwayne.
He looks taken aback. And, all right. Well, I didn't see Dwayne. We don't deal in people because she hasn't seen Dwayne. She doesn't know who Dwayne is.
I would never do that to you, my friend.
Okay. Like, oh, she's crazy. I can't fleece her for money.
Give me a few minutes. Maybe I'll see what I can wrestle up. Okay. And I think I might do some pilfering.
So, all right, let's roll about it. So,
Sure, why not?
this is dexterity based, so I'm going to ask you to roll speed.
Okay.
We are going to set this at.
Let me read my thing.
It is a crowded place. It is busy. People are distracted. I will set this at 12 for you. Your target number
Okay.
is 12.
Oh, shit. I'm just. Oh, I wonder if I can use my dexterity power shift.
What is that?
Movement, acrobatics, initiative, and speed defense are eased by 1 step per shift.
You
I
are
don't know
not
if that would
defending
count.
yourself.
No.
Defense focused. This is
Let's see.
more your a sleight of hand situation. So if anything that
Ugh.
assists with that kind of stuff, that would be better.
I'm looking. Sorry, I'm reading my thing. Engineering, field. I don't think I really do. Wait, I do have a little gadget. I have my attractor gadget.
Ooh, okay. What is your attractor
This
gadget?
is a
do?
Cypher.
Yes.
So, one unanchored item your size or smaller within a long range is drawn immediately to the device. This takes 1 round. The item has no momentum when it arrives in the form of a small handheld device manifest.
Okay. So I will allow it to take. Tell me about how you pull this out of your tool belt and what this looks like. And it will. I will allow you to use it, and it will ease it by 1 step. So you'll have to roll. Instead of a 12, you'll need to roll a 9.
Okay. I'm not quite sure what you mean by easing.
Easing is when the task becomes easier. So that that target number goes from you don't need to roll a 12 anymore. You need to roll a 9 or better.
Okay.
It drops it by 1.
So I think it's just like a little. It's almost kind of shaped like this, like a little C-shaped piece of metal with a handle, a little button. I'm gonna look for some kind of coin purse that might just be like loose on a table, maybe just not someone's not quite paying attention to it. I'm gonna aim it and go and try to shink it over to me.
Okay, so 9 or better.
Let's see how this goes. Let's see. Where's my dice roller? Okay, here we go. I got a 20.
That is a major effect. Oh boy. Okay, so
Yay!
got really good. So for your major, you grab hold of a massive that happens to and I say massive, it's still within the weight limit of the Cypher, but it's
of course
it's big as that. And it comes over you. However, for your major, the person to whom it belongs suddenly feels a lot lighter. And looks around them for their purse, sees the person directly behind them, and pushes them and says, "Did you take my money?" And the result of your major effect, fight breaks out, causing absolute chaos in the registration and the
Heck yeah.
and the betting. Do with that as you will.
Okay. Well, while they're distracted, I'm going to try to tuck away as much money as I can, and then I'm just gonna casually go over to the concession stand and buy some snacks. Everything's fine. Just gonna buy some snacks and then I'll place my bet.
Okay, so you buy a ton of snacks. There's tray of fruit, mead. There's sandwiches. There's small fixings, of all sorts. And when you come back, how much money do you actually bet?
Let's say half of it, of the remainder after buying snacks. Because why not? Whatever this amount means.
I do have to set an amount, so I will say that
you
got 100. We'll call them. I forgot what we're just gonna call them gold pieces.
Okay.
Easiness for me and everyone else. You got 100 gold pieces in that. We're gonna say
minus 50 to bet.
Yeah, minus 50.
Okay.
And then subtract maybe.
Okay. Sure.
Got snacks.
Yes. So many snacks.
Okay. So she says, "Oh yeah, that's quite a bit more than before. Who did you want to bet on?"
Oh, the big lady. Sophie.
Oh.
Comment, Sophie.
Oh, yeah, that's a favorite.
Yeah.
So, Sophie is incredible. And the way that she talks about Sophie, you can tell she has like
Mhm.
a little fangirl crush
Mhm.
on Sophie. Like
She's great.
she's incredible. You guys watched her? Oh my gosh, that front jab. Like the way this girl is talking about Sophie is the way someone would talk about like their favorite wrestler. Because the fighting techniques, they know like moves and stuff, and basically is
Mhm.
divulging like Sophie's entire fighting style to you. um, but like,
Uh-huh.
and then it's like,
Uh-huh.
oh, I should stop. I have more bets to take, but it, I'm sure this should be a shoe in for win. So don't forget to come back by once
Oh,
the
I
match is
won't.
over to see if it
Yay. I'm gonna snatch
works.
up my snack on my armful of snacks and go find a spot to watch this.
So Ozzy, we cut away from you. We see you take your seat in the stands, and we cut away
Uh-huh.
to the ring where we see Sophie, and across from Komu.
That's what got next to this.
Hey,
Snacks, let's go.
I appreciate everything that you're doing. I respect you. This is not personal. And you hear them like crack their neck and like squeeze their hands, and all the knuckles in their hands audibly pop, and they just stand with one leg behind them, nod respectfully.
Yeah. You see Komu, he's shaved his head. He just has a big beard. And you're noticing that he's standing in a way that he's usually very aloof, kind of a dumb, oafy guy, but there's a presence to him when he's preparing to fight. He's meditative. Every move he's making is very slow, very precise. And you're noticing he's wrapping his wrists and his forearms like to a point where they almost look like cotton balls. Like, this is too much wrapping. Like, what? Why are you doing that? But he's just doing it very slowly, very intentionally, and he just meets your gaze and says, I apologize, but this has to look real.
I like you.
And just as the bell is about to ring, all of you hear someone cry out, "Raid!" as and chaos begins to erupt as you realize someone has fight.
Sophie immediately hears raid and drops their fighting stance, climbs up attempts to like climb up and out of the cage where the fight is at to take off.
Okay, great. So you are trying to take off. We are going to roll that very chaotic.
I figured.
Right now. Because everyone.
That's why I said try. She tries to climb out because I was like, this is going to be a roll.
Yeah.
An attempt is made.
So I would like you to roll this because you're climbing. But also this could be might because it could also be power based. So I'll let you choose speed or might for roll. This is a 15, so level 5.
Let's see. I have a bunch of different things in relation to speed. Let me read through these really quick to see which one I can use.
Sure.
I'm gonna try to speed roll because I have this skill called Ponderous.
Okay.
When I apply effort when making a speed roll, I must spend 1 extra point from my speed pool. So I will.
Because an edge will help you.
Yes, I do have an edge in speed.
So if you spend that, you don't have to spend that one.
Okay, cool.
If it's a 1, like basically if it's equivalent to, you won't. It's like a discount card. So.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah. All right, so yeah, I'll use my edge in speed and knock that down. And you said what was the target? The
target is a 15, so if you're knocking it down by 1, it's a 12.
Okay.
12 or better.
16.
Great. So you are able to climb out easily. The people at your people at the tables are clearing things out, making things look as legit as possible. Like, oh, this isn't a fight ring. We don't talk about fights here. What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Wiping
Yeah,
the
like
board.
wiping the board. Like literally, the board is just taken off the wall and shoved under the table. Like they're just like, nope,
Hmm.
bye.
Hmm.
We're not doing
I
crap
love
here.
that actually. That's
Like,
so smart.
yeah. Um, they're working hard because and you can hear people outside like getting into it. It doesn't sound like it's a just you scenario, like no one is after you specifically. There is something going on outside that has caused this cry to go out. And you like I assume you have people at the doors
Correct.
as well, so hence why you were made aware. One of those people has run in and is so and they're like Sophie, where are you?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
This person looks exasperated. They look at you and say, it's bad, Sophie, it's bad. Octopon is here.
What?
Yeah, they
Pack it up! Pack it up! And she starts like screaming louder for everyone to just start wrapping shit up, like taking down the cages themselves and everything to just put away.
people are going. They're working double time now. They're trying to get everything wrapped up in a loose. It doesn't seem like they're after anyone specifically, but you know how they are. They are looking out for all kinds of illegal stuff. Most of the traders have packed up at the docks. They're trying to look legit. Everyone's just kind of trying to keep everything under wraps. But it sounds like they're
beard. Okay.
it sounds like they're looking for someone.
And the light, you can see, like, if it was an actual light bulb that was over Sophie's head, it pings on. And under their breath, they're like, Ari. And Sophie runs back over to the cage where Como is and is like, the package is compromised. We got to get out of here.
Okay.
Now.
Go, I'm moving. Like, let's
You're
go.
gone.
Let's go.
I feel like
Yep.
Ozzy's still in the middle there having snacks. Like,
Oh, so exciting. Dinner and a show.
Come on.
Yeah.
Do you want to go back to prison in Octagon?
All right. Oh, wait, but I placed a bet on you. I'm going to lose 50 gold on this.
If there's any loose coin, anything easy to grab, I'm just taking it on my way out. I'm not looking for things, but anything that's not tied down, I'm gonna take and go.
okay, we can roll about this. See if you
Okay.
find any loose stuff. Intellect roll because you are being observant.
Yes.
But I will give you something because
Okay.
You are gonna get something regardless because you're actively looking. Sophie is gonna get something. Because you hear, Miss Sophie, you should take this, and like a little bag of gold is tossed your way by Fangirl, the Fangirl.
Oh.
Sophie like reaches up in the air and grabs it and then turns back over and like winks.
You know, like
Smirks.
how the girls and like you know how those little fangirls for Gaston like sort of faint. That's actually what happens here. She's just like
the swoon.
she melts.
She'll get caught, not me. And Sophie starts running.
She's hiding under the desk. Like she's not going anywhere. She's just like she's hiding under the desk with the sign at this point. So,
I got 2 strikes. No.
So Sophie's gone. Ozzy's gone. Komi, you're looking around. What did you roll?
Yeah. All right.
Sorry, difficulty before you tell me what you got. The difficulty on this isn't hard. It's the distraction. There's stuff everywhere. Stuff is flying in all directions. Setting this at a 9.
I rolled a 10.
Fabulous.
I was worried there.
You see you see a small pouch of gold.
Nice.
Also something that's a little bit strange. It looks almost
Investigate. I say that aloud again.
It looks like a tarot card.
Okay, I'm gonna take it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna look at it right now. I'm just gonna just into the bag. Yep.
So it all gets shoved into the bag. You all are trying to run out. I'll give you this. you are able to run out, and it seems like there's enough chaos in the streets right now that you are able to not be noticed. I will say this, um, Komu and Ozzy, you recognize the person who was at the Central Tavern. So it looks like there's some exposition happening in the front of the tavern, which has caused all this chaos in the back of the tavern.
Mhm.
And that is uh, Prince, Ari's brother, standing there with his entourage, questioning Sophie's parents as to whether or not Ari is alive. And the answer to which is no, obviously, but yeah, so that is what you catch sight of as you are making your way out of it. Do with that information what you will.
Oh, hey, ain't that the ain't that ain't that a brother? Ain't that the prince?
That is indeed the
He's
prince.
taller than I last remember him. But yeah,
Most people
that's
are taller than you.
okay, technically yes, a lot of people are taller than me. But you know, when they're young, they're down here, but now they're up here. Anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Do we tell him that Ari's with us? Maybe he can help her. But then again, maybe he'll arrest us, and then we'll go back to
They are
prison.
in competition. Likely he sent the guards after us.
Yes.
Sophie, you're hearing all of this.
What if we just set him on fire?
That would be murder of a member of the royal house.
That's
You
so
lack
much more.
imagination.
That's so much more work than what is.
We need to get to the ship. We need to get to Ari. We need to leave now.
Fine, you're no fine.
We
Let's
have
go.
a ship.
That's a really fast one. It's called the Aurora. Follow me.
Are you a capable sailor? We're in need of crew.
Less talking, more running.
Sophie cackles and starts running behind Ozzy towards the ship, not even looking back.
I'll
You've
take that
never
as a
seen
yes.
them look more excited in their entire life.
Always the quest. Komu runs after.
So, the three of you make your way towards the dock. Will point out Ari is still sick, is still in need of assistance. But you are able to make it to the Aurora fairly quickly. However, as you approach the docks, you realize that there is a very thick guard presence. And not in the sense that the tower, the siblings didn't leave with a lot of people, like an entire entourage. This is more like the prince's people are among those stocks. Why? All of those stalls you saw set up, gone. Like this place looks clean as a whistle. You could not. There is no contraband here. There is no war embossing say. Nothing is happening here. Everything has been shoved so far in their decks that like they would never ever in a million years find it. Every secret compartment in the ship is full up. You do, however, see them arguing not with the Aurora. You're not sure that ship has been recognized. They are arguing with another person in the dock who looks like they might be a pirate, or of that pirating career, shall we say? You can't hear the conversation, but they are arguing with each other, and that seems to be dominating their attention.
Are they facing any certain way? Like, are they facing where near the Aurora is? Like, can we like, is it like an opportunity for us to be able to like sneak on, undock the ship, and leave?
They are 3 or 4 ships down from the Aurora.
Okay.
So there is some distance that they would have to cover if even if they did see you.
Okay. Well, Sophie turns and looks at Ozzy and Como. So, as luck has it, I was quite literally born on a ship. Let's go. I can navigate. I can steer. I can cast mass. Whatever is necessary. But we have to go now while they're distracted.
Agreed.
Don't have to tell me twice.
All right.
I'll scurry aboard.
Yeah, so Sophie starts like speed, like untying the boat and casting, like opening up the sails and stuff like that on it in like record time.
Okay. So you
Or tries to.
Let's roll about this.
I was gonna say or tries to.
If you're, I think that my question here is: are you directing Ozzy and Como to what to do, or are you trying to do this fight?
I probably direct. I definitely direct Ozzy and Como on what to do because this is their ship. Like,
okay.
So I probably would need like to know where the latches and stuff like that are in the first place. So I'm definitely enlisting them to help.
Yeah.
Good, because this would have been a level 18, like a level 6, which is an 18 target number if you had tried to do it. Because it is very difficult to do that for a large ship.
To solo a ship, yeah.
Yeah, this is a pretty good size ship. This isn't a dinghy.
Okay.
So that's
good to know, because in my head I was looking at like a medium-sized dinghy, so it's a bigger, it's a big boy.
Not
Got
maelstrom. It's not as enormous as the maelstrom, but it is the size of the Wraith. The Wraith is a good size.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
Trade ship in quotes. So, because they are helping you, I'm going to drop that from a target number of 18 to a target number of 15. That is the number you have to hit on your 20.
Okay.
Any other skills that might be able to ease this for you, now is the time. Easing is the act of lowering the difficulty by it.
Okay, let's see here. I might have something. I'm gonna throw it out, and I am more than okay with you being like, "Ha, nice try."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have this skill called Find the Way.
Okay.
For when I apply effort to a navigation task because I don't know the way, I'm lost, or are attempting to blaze a new route. I need to choose between two or more otherwise similar paths to take or something very similar, and I can apply a free level of effort.
Okay. So, not sure that's going to work the way you want it to because of
okay.
Effort.
That's fine.
So I would say no on that one.
Fair enough.
But I will say, like, if I'm trying to think, if you have any skills that apply to sailing, now would be a good time.
Yeah, I was looking through. Let me double check down here. Pirate. I'm a person of action, physical ability, and fearless on facing the unknown. I travel. No, nothing along the lines of that. Yeah, no, it doesn't necessarily look like it unless I can use serendipitous landmark. But it's still kind of like the same as a navigation one where it says it seems like the path is lost. Okay. A trail marker or a landmark, or simply the way the terrain or corridor bends, rises, falls, or falls away, suggests to you the best path forward, at least from this point.
So as far as landmark goes, again, it's not. I don't think this is going to do what you want.
Okay.
So what I will
flat
say,
15.
You did say pirate, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I will allow that.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So, I'm sorry. Go ahead. So I was trying to do the math in my head.
Okay, so lower it from a level from a 15 to 12 better.
Okay.
Beauty of the Cypher. I don't have to roll under. You guys.
It was a 16. By the
wow.
grace of God.
Wow.
That's not stressful at all.
Because it hit at a 6 and then it knocked against another dice and plopped over to a 16. And I was like, Oh, my butthole's never been so tight in my life.
Given that Johnstown is a gambling town, this feels appropriate. Um, so this is like you are giving orders. It is moving smoothly. The Aurora is pulling away, and at the last second, just to honor that 6 to 16, you see one of the searchlights at your ship see it leave, and you realize that this is the ship not has some. This is gonna get you already based on that logic alone. You know this is gonna get reported back.
This added a wanted star to our GTA getaway.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's now 2 stars instead of just 1.
Um,
We have to go spray our boat quick.
Literally.
Change the plates like quick. No
Change
one's
the
gonna
plates
know.
is so funny. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, like, you are able to sail away because even though they have noticed, it's still going to take them time to get everyone together, get everyone back on the ship and look for you. So you are very much that. So yeah, you are out in open water. Nidler and Ari are below deck still. Nothing has happened to the ship while you are away again because of Kazi's recognizable face. There are, I know we started late today, so I will present you with your options. You are welcome to sail off into the wild blue yonder and continue to see what you see while Ari is still ill, which does mean that Lloyd will have to start the game physically unwell, which is going to be fun for Lloyd. I can't wait to tell him what you guys did. But yeah, or you can continue to see. Komu, you already have an idea of where to go, and you
Yeah.
have money.
I would like to quickly glance at the tarot card.
Oh, I completely forgot all about that. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at you and your brain, Joe. So smart.
Most people would expect something epic like Major Arcana, Star
Sure.
of the Empire, or one of the 9 Pentacles, or
Yeah.
4 of Spades. That's not what's on this card. What is on this card is a flower blooming in front of a wall. And at the bottom, it says, "Blessed." And the symbol of kingdom sits in the center.
Can you repeat that one more time for me? You got kind of
Sure.
low. I'm sorry.
Sorry, it's because I leaned away from the microphone because I love not eating my microphone. I'm like,
It made
"Ooh."
all of us lean
Yeah.
in too.
We were all
Okay.
like, huh?
Sorry, this is a very intense moment. So on the tarot card, it has a beautiful flower that is one of the many, similar to the many blossoms that you've seen in Johnstown proper, blooming in front of a waterfall. At the bottom of the card is the phrase "Blessed be," and at the center of that phrase, like you have the text, and then beneath the words, where it right in the middle of them, is the symbol of Kunda, the deity, one of the deities that is worshipped on Mur.
Come on, are you looking at this by yourself? Or are you like looking at it like out in public open of
It's
all of
out.
us?
Yeah, I'm not being secret about it. I'm just kind of looking at it and puzzled, but I am kind of whispering Kunda.
And you found that
Kunda's tinctures.
you found that at the tavern on the way out from the fight ring, right?
Yep.
Would I at all recognize anything in relation to this at all? Could I make a roll to see if I do?
Are you looking to recognize card and whose calling card it might be, or like what are you looking to
I'm
recognize?
looking to more specifically the former. Yeah, like whose calling card or something along the lines of it. Have I seen it around anywhere? Not specifically like exact information on what it is, but is this something that I'm familiar with? Is this something that I've seen before? Have I heard rumors about it in the tavern? Something like that.
All right, so yes, you can roll about it to see if this is something that you've heard of. I will say this is not the first time that a random object has found its way into Komu's hands. So,
okay,
we'll see what you know.
Cool.
People keep reverse pickpocketing me.
Stuff just keeps getting given to you. Like, here, take it.
I rolled a 4. What does that give me?
Absolutely nothing.
I figured.
I didn't get a chance to say the difficulty before you rolled, but this, for you to know this, it wouldn't have been that hard. I would have said a 9 or better, but not a 4 is not gonna get you much. So
damn.
Sorry.
It is what it is.
But yeah, it is what it is.
There's been a lot going on.
Yeah.
That makes sense narratively, honestly, for me to be like,
So you're not sure, you've never seen
a Popeye's coupon?
Yeah. Basically, you've never seen it before. Like, this has never happened in the history of the Fight Club. Typically, stuff that's sent like this, you're aware of because you're usually the one who sent it. But you were not aware of this being sent at all.
I don't know what that is.
Does the waterfall look like the one? Is it like meant to represent the one in Town, like close to the fall?
I can either confirm or deny
that. Can I roll an intellect?
When a GM says that, it's like,
I love being evil. It's great. I will say that the flower that is blooming in front of the waterfall does look like the ones you saw in John.
Perhaps we have our heading. And I'm gonna show Sophie the card.
What's this?
There's a fall not far from here. Maybe this is a sign.
That you are familiar with because you live there. You are aware of Jonda Falls.
Yeah, Jonda. Oh, yeah, that does kind of look like Jonda Falls. I know exactly where that's at. Is that our next? That's where we're going next? Or do you want to get out of here? Oh, I was asking that to
wanted to make sure who you were asking.
Yeah,
yes, I wanted
yeah,
to
I was asking that to Como and Ozzy.
Ari is still ill, and I was told there was a healer nearby. We should not be in port, but I don't think we should leave far.
Yeah. That healer fixed my femur when I broke it in that fight a few years back. Yeah, hell yeah. I know exactly where that's at. Let's go.
Great. Where are we going?
To the falls, baby. To the falls.
Ozzy's been here the whole time.
And like Sophie just like starts to readjust the masts on the ship to take them in the direction towards where the falls are.
Komu, last roll before you guys take off into the wild beyond the other side of the silence. And I would like you to roll. This is going to be a flat roll. The target number you want to hit.
Okay, flat roll. Here we go. It's a 5.
So, as you depart, you see something. All of you, because I'm assuming you're all on the top deck. None of you has gone below deck.
Yeah.
You see fireworks start exploding out of the sunken coast cavern from the area where your fight ring was gonna be. And this basically effectively draws the attention of all of the guards But at the same time, uh, Sophie, it is very likely that your fight ring is gonna need some serious repairs.
Chungo Longo.
And you guys sail away once again to the to the sound of fireworks, um, leaving the port of Bandit Town behind for the other side of the island. Less hospitable, but you'll be concealed for the moment while everyone is concerned with the fact that the Sunken Coast Tavern is on fire. Sparkly fire, but on fire.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Great.
Fire is just a little fire. See, I told you we should set the prince on fire.
Mom and Dad are gonna be so pissed. Never gonna hear the end of it.
At least you can say you left with a bang, Noodler calls from the lower deck.
Sophie slams their head against like the wall of the boat, just like against a door frame, just
And that is where we will be ending our Pirates of Darkwater adventure today. That seems like the best place to end. Thank you so much for joining us today, everyone. I'm so sorry we got a late start. I hope that you enjoyed the adventure we played out for you. And I hope you will join us next time for High Adventure with the Pirates of Darkwater. I wanted to get that in instead in case the recording cuts off like it did last time. So there. Anyway, because the recording cut me off last time and it's important to me to get it right. Anyway, my name is Vixie Bell. I've been your friendly neighborhood GM here at the Happy Jacks table. Thank you so much. Bear with me while I pull up all the stuff that I have to gotta need to say, and then move it over to our wonderful and delightful group of folks for our storytellers, who have been our storytellers. I can talk. I swear I can talk. Today is not a good talking day.
It'd be like that sometimes, my friend.
For real though. There it is. So yes, I have thanked the audience, and thank you to our wonderful mods. We know you're out there somewhere. Thank you for existing and making sure that we aren't, in peril in the usual ways. We'd like to thank you for your hard work, and as always, thank you to our amazing Patreons to keep us ad-free and independent. And at this point, I have to remind everyone that I am the GM. I cannot tell the story by myself. I merely set the scene and make sure that there is a place for these wonderful characters to live out their stories. And that's where you guys, the players, come in. Why don't we go around the table one more time and you can tell people where they can find you and who you played today. We'll go backwards this time, starting with you, Joe.
Hi, everybody. I've been Joe. I will be Joe. I will continue to remain Joe for the rest of this AP. If you want to follow me, you can write my name down on a piece of paper, put underneath a candle, light that candle on the third night under a full moon, and 1 week from that night, just go online and look for me at joekou.card.co. That's joekou.carrd.co.
All right.
And next, I forgot who was in the order.
It's fine. It's all Sam. It's all Sam. Everything's coming up, Sam.
Everything's coming up, Sam. I like that. Hello, everyone. Y'all are everything, and I'm coming up, Sam. You can find me all across the interwebs at Lust for Life X. That's LUSTTFORLIFEEX. That's across all social medias, specifically on Blue Sky because we don't use the hell site of Twitter anymore. Yeah, just follow me on socials for all of the stuff that I do, mainly Transplanter RPG on Transplanter RPG's networks, Saturday nights at 8 p.m. and SS Batship over on the Do You Validate network as well too. So that's where you can mainly catch me, and I tell people where I'm at outside of that. In the meantime, between time, over there. What's going on, Courtney?
Oh, hey. I'm Courtney. I played the little gremlin gadget girl, Osmond. You can find me on TikTok at Courtney Lee Craft. And if you want to find Joe, send me $5 and I'll give you the nearest train station to his house.
Traitor.
I know you don't
I'll
drive.
cash app you right now. I'll cash app you right now.
License plate because I know you don't drive, so they can't follow you around in a car. for only $5.
Oh gosh.
Plus
You too can
gratuity.
stalk
Plus
Joe.
gratuity.
Where can people find you, Courtney?
Like I said, on TikTok at Courtney Lee Craft, where I play the hurdy-gurdy. I just had a video go viral of me playing Thunderstruck at Labyrinth. It was pretty cool.
I love
So go
that.
watch
That's
it.
awesome. Yay! And I have been Vixie Bell, your friendly neighborhood GM. You can find me on the big wide interwebs. Again, poor talking day. But you can find me on the big wide interwebs over at Vixie Bell, Vixie Bell Cosplay, or at Vixie Bell. You can also find me over at the Pocket Dragon Pub, where I play, produce, and sometimes tell stories with my fellow players. We have some great stuff coming up there. Follow us on socials at Pocket Dragon Pub. And join us Saturdays at theoretically in quotes, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our next session of Pirates of Dark Water. If you want to catch up on past episodes, visit happyjacks.org/Pirates of Dark Water. It is up on the screen in the lower corner. I can't remember if it's stage right or stage left. You'll have to look for it, like a Where's Waldo on the screen. And if you want to find all the other APs on the Happy Jacks network, visit happyjacks.org. Thank you so much and have a wonderful rest of your day.